Carlton Town TV, sponsored by Aerocom UK. I'm here with Dean after 2 awards tonight. Players Player, Managers Player. First of all, good luck thinking on your feet for the second interview. But that's got to feel great, right? Those 2 recognitions.
Yeah, it's such a good feeling to win. The Managers Player and the Players Player. I think it kind of sums up what season we've had as a whole. As a club, we had a great start to the season. We had a good cup run, good FA Cup and FA Cup trophy run. We dropped points in November where we should have probably picked up points, and I think come the end of the season, that's where we look back and we kick ourselves for not making the playoffs. But I think as a season as a whole, I think everyone is quite happy with what we've achieved, especially being in the Northeast League. It's a lot of travelling and a lot of commitment, for everyone, for the players, fans, management, and touching back on the awards, it's a nice personal note to pick up the awards, and good achievement. Yeah,
I guess it would be a bit egotistical if you said yes to this, but looking over the season and then finding out you're getting this award, did you feel that coming?
It's a tough question to ask, but I think looking at my career through, I tend to just be steady every game. I'm never unbelievable, but I'm never terrible. I'm always kind of 7 out of 10 every week. You know what you're going to get, and the lads you play with obviously benefits. How I play, playing next to Brownie, we've got a good spine throughout the team, and I think as a team and a club, we all work well together. Felix behind it, I think we are strong. We have got a strong squad, and hopefully next season, with maybe a couple of additions, we can, get in the playoffs and push one step better.
Can I, I guess, because I guess in my previous interview, and I'm sure several to come, a lot of us talk about Tommy and how great that time's been. But how are you looking forward to this new kind of Clerky, Mark, going forward? Obviously already been involved in the club, but it is a new era.
Yeah, it is a new era. It's Tommy's had a wonderful career. 30 years in management. Nothing to be sniffed at. It's a great achievement. And there's a lot of lads, in the dressing room who's played for Tommy and Mark for a long period of time. I think I've been playing for Tom and Mark for probably 9-10 years. So it will be a change. Tommy not being there, but I can't see any problem with Clerks and Mark. The 2 great footballing people, and from their side of it, I can't see much changing, to be honest. Like I say, hopefully we can push on next season and go one better. We got the playoffs to the season before, just missed out this season. So each season, has been an improvement as a club as a whole. So that that's got to be our aim as players and management. Looking at the playoffs ideally and attacking the league, see what we can do.
Dean, as players player, I'm sure you can speak on behalf of them. What a phenomenal kind of support there's been this season from the fans, and just what your message at the end of the year would be.
Like everyone says it, in the clubhouse, it's just unbelievable the support we get week in, week out. I think it was the last game, Bishop Auckland. We've got 40 fans away in Newcastle. A 4-hour round trip. It's unbelievable, and it doesn't go unnoticed from the players. They appreciate each and every one of the fans who come. Home games, just as a club as a whole, it's such a community club. You've got Elaine coming down early today at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Bless her, getting all the food ready. All the people behind the bar. Pascal. There's too many people to mention at this club, and it's just like a community knit club, and it's brilliant, really.
Well, Dean, thank you so much. Congratulations on your 2 awards.
Cheers, Josh.
Hopefully many more next year.
Yeah, hopefully, mate. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.